How to attract wealth and money. I know how to do both. Having been in The Secret and have 6 best-selling books, I love this conversation, and I know how to action pack it so you're actually doing the right thing. So it's not just about thinking, it's about what you're doing, and it's also about how you're giving back. So there's a couple things I want to talk about. Number one is, how do you really use the law of attraction? What are those details? How does it really get effective in your life? The second thing I want to talk about is, how do you just make more money being an entrepreneur? Like, really bring it into your life. And there's one thing, you're going to wait for this part of the video, but there's one thing you all will not do not do, and it's why you're not making the money that you need to make. The next thing I want to talk about is, how do you invest, and not just using the stock market. Right? I mean, there's a lot of courses on the stock market, Forex, and real estate. I do some of them. I do a lot of real estate, but there's a lot of other assets that a lot of you aren't doing and you need to. And then the last one is, how do you leverage debt? How do you use debt smartly, wisely, so you can actually arbitrage it and attract the money that you deserve in your life? And a lot of you, you're going to go into good debt to use that capital to grow. The problem with most of you going into good debt as a beginning move is you just spend it on a bunch of junk because it doesn't help you. You don't have the right team. You don't have the right systems. So let's begin at the first one. How do you overcome limiting beliefs? My biggest limiting belief when I met Bob Proctor was, you got to work hard for money, because I grew up on a farm in Nebraska, and that's what we were taught. The harder you work, the more money you'll make, and blah, blah, blah. You all have your story. You could all journal about it right now. But money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are bad, blah, 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 whatever you think. None of that is true, which means you have to start visualizing and getting really clear and surround yourself with people who support you. Your environment matters. If you've got a bunch of naysayers and negative people who are just job people, and you love going out to the bar the minute you get done off work at 5:02, and then all you do is complain about your boss and the team and blah, 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 and where you work, what are you doing? Like, that's the life. Remember, inside of the law of attraction, a gentleman who wrote Atomic Habits said this word and this phrase called consistency compounds. So whatever you're consistently doing, think about it like a muscle. If you're consistently negative, you're consistently making excuses, if you're consistently whining, you're just going to get more of that, right? You have to create a great day. Glenn Morshower is one of my best friends. I love that man. And he said, you know what? Life's just better when I'm around other people. Situations are better. Rooms are better. So I live like that. I go into rooms and I know I'm going to make an impact. I don't think I'm going to. I know. I live life from a state of, it's just good and it's going to be good, right? So there is a very spiritual dynamic in my relationship of law of attraction. Some of you might be spiritual or not. I use that a lot. So that God and I upstairs, we had a huge relationship of what I expect, what I demand. And a lot of you, you pray weak. Help me have a good day. Really? That's all you want? It's God, for sakes. I mean, created the planet, created the world, created you. If you believe that, or whatever your version of that is, I'm not going to get divisive on politics and religion. So I believe that. And so you're going to pray for a good day. How about pray for, like, being a millionaire? How about pray for the insight and capacity you need to attract people into your life? How about ask for the big stuff, right? One of my clients wrote this book, Pray Hard. I love it because it really reframed, even for me, like wimpy little prayers to big prayers. And you got to go for it. Like, and your deservability, ladies, because you have problems with deservability and worth, you're going to have to stand up. And it's not being arrogant and righteous and driving with an ego. It's driving from a heart of care. And that's actually here because you want to help a lot of people. And a lot of you want all the benefit, but you're not willing to step out and help. Right? You're not willing to get incorporated. You're not willing to get your marketing machine up. You're not willing to really, like, put it on the line. I put it on the line every day. How often has it been since you put it online? How often has it been since you've said yes and then figured it out? A lot of you won't say yes because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do half the stuff I'm doing. I hire teams that know how to do it. I know how to lead and I know how to direct. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know how to do. And I became a millionaire in stuff I did not know how to do. So it's all here. And unless you are around people who know and guide you straight, like I've been mentored and paid for millions of dollars of coaching. We're going to go for it again this year. We're going to pay probably $20-something thousand for 6 hours of one man's time because I want his brain back in my life because it's going to inspire the next big growth. So you got to understand the law of attraction. You got to put it in your life and fire everybody negative around you. The next point, how do you make more money? Well, you all have skills and gifts. Again, you're all brilliant at something. You all say you want to help people. Well, then produce a product or service, solve a problem with it. I have a Millionaire Intensive. It is the greatest 8-hour show ever, I believe, because we created it as a team, not just me. And what I love about it is from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock Pacific. We do it once a month from 10 to 6. And I teach the whole day until we come to the marketplace, and then I let you free to go sell your stuff. Make money. I've had people make $19,000, $20,000, $21,000 just in our marketplace, just getting the leads from our marketplace. You all know how to do it. You've got to put a business around your hobbies, a business around your skill set. So you learn to market, you learn to sell, you learn cash flow, you learn how to fulfill properly. How do you follow up on customer service? How do you create a team and a system that money comes easily? As I said in The Secret, money comes easily and frequently. It didn't in the beginning because I didn't believe it, because money had to be hard with me. So you've got to put these formulas together. And I can promise you, if it wasn't for Bob Proctor mentoring the crap out of me, believing in me until I believed in myself, I wouldn't be standing here. So let me mentor you. Bob's off the planet now. I know how to do it. I've been trained implicitly by him. Let me help you put the law of attraction in your money making. Now let's go to the next one. How do you invest your money? Investing is critical, and most people leave it behind. You think a financial planner is the only person who actually has gone to school less time than it takes to cut hair? No. Experience on the street. I've got 25 plus years of investing. I'm a real estate millionaire. I'm a gas and oil millionaire. I've done supplement businesses, bought and sold, recycled glass businesses. Obviously, I know how to author books and speak. And, the whole speaker, trainer, author world, I've been millionaire many, many times over in that category. So you all can do it, but you can't invest just in normal, boring stuff. You've got to invest in things that have depreciation schedules. Gas and oil, real estate, aviation, water rights, mineral rights, IP. There's a lot. You got to put it all together. So it's how you make it, it's how you invest it, and how you put it through corporate structure to reduce your tax return. This is not a difficult thing. It's very different than you've been taught. In fact, I'm going to say it's 100% different than what you've been taught. You've been all lied to. It's fabulous. So let's stop it. Let's get to the truth. And by the way, I need you here on my channel. I need you here 5 days a week. I'm here every day. It's family friendly. Grab our journal. It's in the description below. And go to Ask Loral and ask me questions. Go to AskLoral. Ask questions, make a request, and let's start jamming together. And once, I had Bob Proctor as a mentor, he became a business partner, back out to a mentor, back into a business. I did so much work with that man for decades of his life. So this isn't a one-year relationship. This is a lifetime deal, and we're going to roll. Now, once you've subscribed, I want you to share this with 10 people. And if you really, really want to learn this, I need you binge watching this channel, and we'll credit you $750 towards your tuition if you binge my channel for 25 hours. So click on the link so you do it properly so we can track your hours. Now, the last point is, how do you leverage good debt? So debt is the cost of money. So when you can get debt for 0, 1, 2, 4% in this economy, it's cheap. So you never pay off that kind of debt once you can acquire it. You use it over and over and over. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you were $100,000 in debt, but it's only costing you 2%. I mean, you could use that $100,000, go buy a laundromat. You could buy a pizzeria. You could buy a hair salon. I've done all that. I bought real estate. With the 100, you could just put it on a note for 12%. Now you're arbitraging. You're taking the spread. You're paying 2%, but you're getting 12. So you get to live on 10. So for every 100,000, you're printing 10,000. That's free money. That's free. You're creating 10,000. Come on. You got to learn this. You got to do it safely, or you're going to kill yourself out there by ended up in $100,000 of bad debt. The only reason it became bad debt is because your investments weren't good. The way you made money wasn't good. The way you spent the money was wrong. So let me teach you. Let me guide. There's a step-by-step process. It's all laid out sequentially in the Millionaire Maker. I'm here every day. I will talk to you tomorrow. And again, go to AskLoral.com if you have any questions.